Hi everyone, this is the beginning stages of the painting that I mentioned at the end of the last video. I actually already started painting the hand, if you can see, but I remembered that I should probably be recording this. So, this is a portrait that I'm doing of one of my work colleagues. She very kindly allowed me to use one of her Instagram photos as reference. There's all of this grit on the board. So just for a brief explanation, this is all drawn on like a wooden panel that I got from the art shop where I work. I drew on it with just a regular pencil, HB probably, I don't know. Then I covered it, I sealed it with a little bit of fixative, actually it's over there, I'm not going to get it. Fixative, and then I covered it in a clear gesso. So I make a watery layer of whatever the skin color is, and then I just kind of layer it up, and then I'll refine it later on. There. So now I'm going to wait for that to dry, and once it's dry I'll be able to see if it needs another coat or not. For now I kind of like how it looks already. The reason I chose this photo to paint was because I actually really liked the colour of her jumper and the background, which are both really hot pinks. I really enjoy using super bright colours. The only thing with these kinds of pinks is that they are actually really hard to mix from scratch. I actually asked a work colleague how she thought I should go about it, and she suggested that I get an Opera Rose here, which it looks like quite a nice pink on the packaging, but actually when you open it, it is really like fluorescent. So it's more of like a really good mixing color. So what was suggested to me was to mix some of that with like a magenta. Focus? I don't know. There. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so there's been quite a bit of a jump since the last time, because the face was dry. I started doing some detail work on it, which I didn't film because I needed my phone for the photo. What happened was that really annoying thing where I go too far with something and then I completely ruin it, and I realise it's not what I wanted to do, so I try to go back over it and I make it worse. The face is kind of at a point I would consider crap. So I decided I would move on. I would try to do the hot pink jumper. On camera it actually looks pretty good, but in real life it's too warm. I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to try and fix up the face. This is one of the few times that I actually use gesso on a board, and it changes the texture so much. I'm not used to it being this rough. Anyway, this is one of those portraits where it's not working so far, so I'm going to try and figure out how I can make it work, and I'll get back to you after that. So here's more of a close-up of what I did to the face. Okay, I'm actually just gonna hold my phone by hand. I think I managed to salvage the face a little bit. It's still not there, but it's much better than it was. I think things will start coming together more once the sunglasses and the hair go in. So this is also what the Opera Rose paint looks like. Yeah, still the camera doesn't really do it very much justice, but anyway. I think my problem, well, I know one of my problems is that I have an idea of how I want to do a portrait in my head, and then when I actually go to do it, I stick too closely to the photo, which isn't what I want to do. And then of course I end up messing up everything because it's not what I intended to do in the first place. So that's something that I always catch myself on, and it's happening again with this one, where I'm following the photo reference almost too closely. Like, I do obviously want to get the colours accurate, but I want the the jumper to be accurate, I want the face to be less, because like in the photo, there's a lot of reflected light on the face, so her cheeks are very, very pink and dark, but it doesn't look so good when I'm actually painting it. Surprise, this is where it's at now. Completely destroyed everything because I was going too far with it again. I had got it to a point where I was actually happy enough with it, and then I was looking at the photo and I was thinking, oh well, you know, the light is really strong on her face, like it's the reflection of the pink is really strong, I really should include some of it, and I just fecked it up again. So I got really frustrated and I just threw a ton of water onto the face and started scrubbing with a kind of a hard brush as much as I could to take off as much paint as I could, and I am going to start again. Literally the part I'm happiest with is the hand because I've done the least to it. So that's good, I guess. There's something I like in this. Okay, so here is where I am now. I hate sounding like a bit of a cop-out, but like it genuinely looks better in real life. But anyway, so now I'm here. I have to take a break because my eyes actually hurt because it's so bright. It's obviously very, very far from finished, but you know, I'm kind of feeling a little bit more confident with where it's going now. So I'm super happy because my boyfriend, he was looking at the portrait earlier and said, oh, it looks more purple than pink, which he was kind of right. So I've just put a tiny bit of cerulean blue in with the Opera Rose, which actually I need more of. And it's the closest I've got all day. I'm much, much happier with it, and I finally have the colour, and oh, I'm much happier. This, I suppose, goes to show that, like, sometimes it's good to have a second opinion. It's all very well and good to be painting away and thinking that you're doing fine on your own, but sometimes you need a second pair of eyes. I was so caught up in the idea of this pink being, you know, I don't know, I don't really know what I was thinking, but adding blue was the right thing. So, yay. Right, so this is where it is now. I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out. I'm really pleased with this kind of gradient, so that it looks kind of bluer on top and it's warmer at the bottom. That kind of happened by accident because of the first colour that I had put down, but no, I think it's looking good. Now my next issue is the hand, which I kind of messed up a little bit, but if I can fix the face from the catastrophe it was before, then I can definitely fix the hand. And then I think I'm pretty much done in terms of the actual figure. I think I just want to do kind of like a halo thing behind the head of like a flat colour. I haven't decided what one yet, but so that's going to be the next stage, and after that it'll be done. Okay, so it's been a few days since I worked on this because I was agonising over the colour of the background that I wanted, and I think I've settled on this. Okay, so I think I'm done for now. I'm going to leave it. I'm not totally satisfied by it, but I like it enough to just leave it for now. I probably won't come back to it. I don't generally tend to come back to portraits once I've kind of decided to leave them. There's still a lot of stuff that I could do on this, but I want to do something else. So that's what it looks like for now. Thank you for watching my video. I'm sorry it was boring, probably, because it was on the same thing the whole time. But I hope it was still interesting to watch how it developed and progressed. Thank you. Bye.